on this Jimmy Friday, and we're here wrapping it up on Agape Love. This last topic is love never fails, and so we're going to dig into ourselves. If you're going through a rebuilding stage in life, keep pressing forward, keep striving for greatness, keep a positive outlook on life, stay full of love because it'll never fail you. Love yourself enough to want to change. Keep that passion alive on the inside because you never know what tomorrow holds. So never give up on yourself. I've never seen a person not succeed from wanting to better themselves or having too much self-love. It's when you start neglecting yourself, it's when you go downhill, you start making the wrong choices, you just compromise and you start settling for anything. Love yourself enough to want to grow. Keep your character in check. Reach for new growth, new levels. Be prepared to take on new challenges because you could never gain strength or you can never move forward with standing in the same spot. You either can grow or you can be comfortable, but you can't be both. I heard a saying, people fear what they don't know. And so a lot of times people will stay stagnant or they'll stay in one place because they're afraid of what's going to happen on the other side. And that's because we have a negative outlook on things. Think about the positive of what it could be. Start doubting your doubts. Don't let the thought of, well, what if I fail or what if I lose everything? Start doubting those doubts. Start thinking, what if I make this move over here and it open up a door for me here, and then I'll be on my way to success. Never be afraid to take on new challenges. Just remember that it is going to be frightening at times, but strength and happiness awaits you on the other side. Just keep that in mind. Don't be intimidated by the impossibilities, but be motivated by the possibilities. Keep that in mind. It's kind of like it put me in the mind of the caterpillar and the butterfly. The caterpillar represents the person that's going through the struggles of life. You got to crawl before you walk. You got to get dirty. You're going to be on your hands and knees. They're going to be scuffed up. You're going to be bleeding. You're going to be going through all kind of stuff, the filth of life, the struggles, but then the caterpillar has to go into this dark place. It has to go into this cocoon because it has to change. It has to transform. So you got to go through the darkness to see the light. Like the scripture says in Psalms 30, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And so, with every nightfall, there's a sunrise. And so when the caterpillar comes out on the other side, it's a beautiful butterfly, and its wings is spreading where it can fly and go wherever it wants. So, I call it the butterfly life, overcoming life's obstacles and soaring to live, to absorb new challenges and new life. So, think about that butterfly, how it go through the darkness and phases of life, but on the other side of that fence, it comes out beautiful with colors and things you can't even compare with. Only other thing you can compare with that's beautiful is plants and, things that's beautiful of that nature. So love never fails, so never give up on yourself. Keep on pushing, keep growing. Let that spirit speak to you inside because the spirit knows what you need to do. So it's going to whisper to you, do this. Like I was just explaining, I was having a discussion with my family chat just the other day. When your body is wanting to not exercise or not do a certain thing because it's going to be hard for it, but your brain is telling you, let's do this, let's go, because your brain is going to be the one that's being mentally strengthened at the time, and it's making the body work. So you got to get them both on one accord and start striving. Push yourself, even when it hurts, push yourself, because no pain, no gain. Remember that. So in friendships, Let's move on to that. In friendships, we deal with people that's going through changes all the time, and we change ourselves. Some friendships grow apart, but as long as you had a pure heart and good intentions while you was in that friendship, they could never slander you with a false report, regardless of what they say, to win their listeners over, because you were a solid friend. You were operating out of a pure spirit and a good heart. You're a solid friend all around, so no one can never speak bad about you if you are operating with love. And that comes from loving yourself. Love never fails. So that's why I said, love yourself enough to want to change, because it'll never fail you. Complete love would never make you look foolish. Now we might make some foolish choices at times, but pure love would never fail you, because we're acting with a clear conscience and a pure spirit. That's why love never fails. So just keep on striving, keep on, finding out ways to love yourself more, because you'll be amazed at what you can become in just a short period of time. If you stay consistent with loving yourself, you'll be able to love others properly, and so I think about how, people tell you like, oh, well, you're going to look foolish for loving this person or loving that person. No, you'll never look foolish when you're doing something out of pure genuineness. The other person might look foolish at the end because of how their heart is. Their heart isn't right. So they'll be the ones that have to deal with the conscious part of it, just the guilt part they have to live with. You can be free because you was operating out of pure spirit. You had good intentions, so you was in there with your heart, with love. So don't let someone make you feel like you can't love, because it'll make you look foolish because of their bad run-ins, things they dealt with that hurt them and that scarred them and make them scared to love. So love yourself, because love will never fail. And so keep on going, keep on pressing, like I spoke about the butterfly. Keep on going, live the butterfly life, go overcome them obstacles and spread them wings and fly. Be you and stay true to yourself. So, I'm going to wrap it up with that, and I'll catch y'all next time when we move on to another subject. But for now, keep your head up, stay prayed up. Life is a forward march. Forget what's behind you and focus on what's in front of you. Y'all be cool.